Yahoo Sports. They wrote a story today for 3 reasons why you would bring back Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, it makes all the sense in the world,
and why it could benefit the Cowboys in 2024.
Okay,
you guys have your own. You guys have your own thoughts of why you would bring back Ezekiel Elliott?
I mean, you don't have anybody better.
Clubhouse guy.
Yeah, I mean, locker room, Dak's buddy. Certainly, I think he brings positive vibes. Now we can sell those 15 jerseys.
Yeah,
help
the
a
new
rookie
jerseys.
left tackle.
None of them was on playing ability, right?
I mean, look, I know that there were some numbers that indicated that his pass protection was not as good in New England.
Yeah.
I still feel like that's always been a strength of his. And I didn't watch the Patriots enough last year to tell you if it did drop, but I'd be surprised if one year all of a sudden Ezekiel Elliott just stopped being able to pass protect.
The number one reason they say that bring back Zeke was the right thing, and you guys nailed this thing, locker room morale.
Yeah.
This might be the most underrated aspect of playing in the NFL.
I mean,
every NFL team has talent, even the ones that don't win a lot.
That's the type of guy you give league minimum to, not the Cowboys.
Is that a good enough reason, though? Locker room morale?
It's not a reason to bring a player back. Locker room morale.
And this is
camaraderie, brotherhood.
I mean,
takes things to the next level.
There is one. This year is like lame duck year, right? So maybe you can kind of understand it on a year like this, where it's like this thing could fall apart quickly. You come out of the gates poorly. It's like, okay, Dax, he's going to be gone. Coach is going to be gone. This thing could fall apart from a morale standpoint pretty quickly. So,
yeah, he's coming in to be a leader of positive vibes. Guys, maybe things didn't go well, but we're still having a good time. We don't need to let it destroy the locker room culture. And I think Zeke helps play defense against that. He's like the veteran leader now, coming in to make sure everybody remains focused and that things don't turn toxic.
The minister of culture.
Let's go back to what Zach Martin said about him. When I think of Zeke, I think of the identity of our football team, the kind wrapped into a player, just his willingness to do anything asked of him, his physical style of play. He brings all that to his team, and it rubs off on guys.
Nice.
Yeah, that makes other guys sell out, right? If we're feeling good, I'm going to play hard for you. Yeah. Even if I don't feel like playing, like Luka right now, I'm hurt. I'm going to go out there and play for these guys, man. I can't let them down. But if y'all got bad morale, it's like,
I mean, yes. So maybe you're not going to absolutely go for it, but now we are going to make sure our chemistry and our locker room is in good shape. And if our rookie center balls out and our rookie left tackle can be a beast in the running game, maybe Zeke can get you that 4.2 yards per attempt on top of that. Not for 300 touches, but maybe 150 touches.
Sure.
You're going to show any young runner you bring in or anybody you trade for is going to see Zeke as an example of how we do it around the Cowboys.
We just got 2 suggestions here. 205 says Zeke is the Cowboys' Austin Hedges, and the 214 immediately followed up with Zeke is the Dwight Powell of the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, it does hurt. It does hurt that
you gotta have the glue guys, man.
He's an older guy. At this point, he's 29 years old.
Second reason, guidance in the running back room. Elliott has seen the highs of highs, and they started as soon. Thank you, Lucian.
Kind of a do as I say, not as I do situation here.
He's led the league in rushing as a rookie, a very rare accomplishment. Over the 3 years, Elliott would lead the league in rush yards per game and win another rushing title and finish 4th in rushing, 2nd in all-purpose yards in 2019. And then there's having his reps reduced at the tail end of Pollard's time in Dallas, which he surely wasn't easy despite his team first mentality.
He told us that when we got to talk with him his last year. Like, he's definitely welcoming not being the every down back to try and prolong his career. I do think Zeke's willing to do whatever the team asks of him at this point. I don't think he is someone that's like, I got to be a 3-down player. And I did mention if they drafted a rookie running back, Zeke, I think at this stage in his career, is very open to the mentorship type of role. So they didn't do that.
Polar opposite of like what you had with Witten at the end, right?
Yes, he is. Yeah. Absolutely.
Third thing they say here is pass blocking and short yardage and goal line.
That's a fallacy at this point.
With the which area?
With the short yardage and goal line. I mean, at least based on the numbers from the last 2 seasons.
Like, he's always been a guy that has a nose for the end zone. But yeah, I mean, the stats show that that's not necessarily accurate with him being in like 4th and 1 situations and being able. I mean, I think that it's all about the offensive line. How do they perform in that situation?
Agreed.
I'm kind of thinking. I was trying to say that this team that he was on, New England, wasn't very good as a pass protecting team. Remember that? And all of a sudden they were ranked, 11th?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it pass
run blocking?
Run blocking. I'm sorry, run blocking. And they were all, I was thinking, well, did he benefit or did he not? Did he play poorly because? But man, like New England and Dallas were 11 and 12 on Pro Football Focus for run block win rates. And that was surprising to me.
Mm-hmm. The value is not going to be in top end production or making the most out of what the offensive line gives you, but I think it's still the right decision.
They're saying this, though, even with his reduced carries 2 years ago, Elliott still led the Cowboys with 12 rushing touchdowns. It's key to remember that 10 of them came inside the 10-yard line, meaning there was trust in him to get those tough yards and cash them in for touchdowns.
Yeah, and if he can return to that, then that'll be definitely important. And in football's finest today, I got some things to reflect just how important that'll be.
Thank you very much, Joe.